present art.
Please remove all hats and join me. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our musical guest is a member of the DuPage County Board for District 4. She is a career musician, union member, writer, community organizer, wife, and mother. Trained as a classical violinist and violist, she is principal violist with the Chicago Jazz Philharmonic. Ladies and gentlemen, Lynn LaPlante. We invite the audience to sing along if you know the words. For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, for fruited plain, a miracle Welcome to today's ceremony, and thank you for attending. My name is Lauren Stull, Secretary for the Obama Legacy Initiative, and I'm honored to be your Master of Ceremonies on such an important occasion. We're here today to honor and remember Army Private First Class Gunnar R. Hotchkin and all of our service members who have sacrificed their lives in the name of freedom, duty, honor, and country. To honor and remember Gunnar and his family, the Village of Woodridge has issued the following proclamation. This Memorial Day, May 31st, 2021, the Village of Woodridge, in partnership with the Obama Legacy Initiative, the Home Depot, ComEd, and the Woodridge VFW Memorial Post 1578, will honor a Gold Star family from DuPage County, the family of Army Private First Class Gunnar R. Hotchkin. Army Private First Class Gunnar R. Hotchkin of Naperville was 31 when he passed away on June 16, 2010, while serving in Operation Enduring Freedom. Gunnar was assigned to the 161st Engineer Support Company, 27th Engineer Battalion, Combat Airborne, 20th Engineer Brigade, 18th Airborne Corps, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. He died on June 16th in North Kunduz, Afghanistan, of wounds he suffered when insurgents attacked his unit with an improvised explosive device. Army Private First Class Gunnar R. Hotchkin will always be remembered for his courage, his bravery, and his dedicated service of the United States of America. On June 23, 1936, the U.S. Congress passed a joint congressional resolution that designated the last Sunday in September as Gold Star Mother's Day. The history of Gold Star Mothers dates back to World War I, when it became the custom of military families to hang a service flag near their front window. These flags featured a blue star for each family member actively serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. And the Gold Star flag first appeared when mothers who lost their sons in the war sewed gold stars over the blue stars. We honor those members of our community who have lost a son or a daughter, making the ultimate sacrifice in our country. On this day, we remember our commitment to Gold Star mothers and their families, who carry on with pride and courage despite suffering this tragic loss. Now, therefore, I, Gina Cunningham, Mayor of the Village of Woodridge, DuPage, Will, and Cook Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim Sunday, May 31st, 2021, as Gold Star Mother's Day in the Village of Woodridge. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and affixed the seal of Woodridge this 31st day of May, 2021. Our keynote speaker is from Aurora, Illinois, and is an Oswego East High School graduate from the class of 2018. He has spent time working with the Aurora-based mentorship group, Boys to Men, and is in his third year at Western Kentucky University, majoring in film with a double minor in business administration and sales promotion. There, he works with many organizations, such as the Intercultural Student Engagement Center, the Student Government Association, and Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, Troy D. Davis II.
When I was asked by Mr. Greenwood to create something for today, for this occasion, he asked if I wanted to interview the family. I said no, thank you. This is the first time I'm seeing Mr. Hotchkin's beautiful family, and I'm so glad to finally meet you. I wanted to remain who I was, a stranger, a single blade of grass in a country whose population resembles that of a denseness of fields, full of grass, strangers to one another. I'm a stranger, and that's okay, because I don't need to be family or friend or acquaintance to come here and stand in front of a crowd of deafening gazes to confess my appreciation for those who never knew me personally or vice versa, because today, acquaintance isn't important. Army Private First Class Gunnar Hotchkin didn't know who I was when he put pen to paper, signing his enlistment. He didn't know who I was when he was being forged in blood and sweat in the harsh conditions of his military training. He didn't know who I was when he touched down in the dusty fields of Afghanistan, nor when he was peacefully laid to rest in Hinsdale, Illinois. He didn't need to. Soldiers don't need to know you personally to commit their service, sometimes giving what is all to so-called strangers, blind to their face and deaf to their name. That, to me, is what makes today so irrefutably powerful. This stranger is grateful. And now we, the strangers, are grateful eternally. For it's one thing to give unannounced to those you know, but it's another to give everything you are in hopes of protecting those unfortunate enough not to be able to know who you are. Throughout our history, men and women of altruistic persona put themselves in the forefront of what is dark and stingent to protect what is light so dutifully compassionate. Selfless donations of insurmountable value into the swaying bucket we call safety outside the pearly white gates of this country. We, the people, blissfully ignorant to what really goes on in these places so desperate in nature, in which our favorite sons face head-on, accept this gift. But at what cost? It's sometimes the ultimate cost. I thank the families who hold the honor of a recognition that no one asked for with strength, compassion, and dignity. Never forget these Gold Star families. Never forget what they gave for strangers. You may have strife with the laws of this country, with the man who sits in office, the views of those opposite your own. That's okay. This country isn't perfect, but it's better than anywhere else. Believe that. Trust in that. Those that watch from above did, no matter who it is, black or white, man or woman, John Doe, Jane Doe, Army Private First Class Gunnar Hotchkins. Heroes nonetheless, strangers to some, indebted by all. For those who gave the ultimate offering, I say this in the words of former President Barack Obama. Our nation owes a debt to its fallen heroes that we can never fully repay, but we can honor their sacrifice, and we must. Memorial Day is a day of thanksgiving to those who took the weight of protecting what is ours, freedom, love, unity, and with so much compassion, gave what few are willing to give to preserve it. As I speak to those affected by the weight of today, I call for this from those of us still at home. When you hear the names of those gone, but never forgotten, think of this. For when you left to do what few can, we were complete strangers. But now I say this, let us stop, learn names, and take time to acknowledge who these people were, leaving faithfully obliged, strangers no more. To them, I thank you.
Hello, this is Governor J.B. Pritzker. Today we honor the heroism of Army PFC Gunnar Hotchkin, who gave his full measure of devotion to this nation's defense. Gunnar, a DuPage County native, was bravely deployed to Afghanistan to serve in our armed forces, to protect our nation and our families. I'm well aware that my pride and my sorrow is just a fraction of what is felt by Gunnar's loved ones. And while I can never truly know your pain, here's what I do know. You who have dedicated yourselves to carrying on the work and memory of Gunnar are the very best of us. No one understands the price of freedom like our Gold Star families, whose humility and service to community are inspirational. This mural is a tribute to PFC Gunnar Hotchkin, to honor his extraordinary courage, to honor his legacy. To our Gold Star community, you possess an indomitable strength that continues to inspire. On behalf of the people of our state, we mourn your loss even as we honor the memory of Gunnar. May God grant you peace and comfort. God bless you. God bless the great state of Illinois. And God bless the United States of America.
And now we will hear from two of the district managers from the Home Depot and partners with the Obama Legacy Initiative, John Gerbs and Heather Weingart.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Heather Weingart, the district manager at Home Depot for the Southwest Suburbs. The Home Depot is honored to be here on this Memorial Day, partnering with Fred Greenwood and the Obama Legacy Initiative team. It is a day in remembrance of those that paid the ultimate sacrifice with their lives, serving and fighting for our great country. To the Hotchkin family, we will not forget the service that Gunnar R. Hotchkin gave to our great nation. Our nation owes a debt to its fallen heroes that we will never be able to repay. As we gather here today to express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter the words, but to live by them. The Home Depot has more than 35,000 of our associates that are currently veterans or active duty military, so giving back is personal to the Home Depot. The Home Depot Foundation supports veteran housing initiatives for our nation's combat wounded, homeless, and senior veterans. Thousands of our associates volunteer with Team Depot each year in communities across the nation to help ensure our veterans have safe and reliable housing.
Good afternoon. The Home Depot Foundation works to improve the homes and lives of U.S. veterans, train skilled tradespeople to fill the labor gap, and support communities impacted by natural disasters. Since 2011, the foundation has invested more than $375 million in veteran causes and improved more than 50,000 veteran homes and facilities. The foundation has pledged to invest $500 million in veteran causes by 2025 and an additional $50 million in training the next generation of skilled tradespeople through the Path to Pro program. OLI has many of the same values for our veterans and community as Home Depot, making this a great partnership. We want to thank everyone for coming out today to support and honor the Hotchkin family. Thank you.
We will remember! On behalf of the Naperville Home Depot, we will remember Gunnar Hotchkin.
We at the Geneva Home Depot want to thank you for your service, and you will always be remembered.
We will remember!
We here at the Joliet Home Depot will remember Gunnar and thank you for your service.
We will remember!
Congressman Bill Foster is a scientist and a businessman representing the 11th Congressional District of Illinois since 2013. He is the only PhD physicist in Congress. Bill serves on the House Financial Services Committee, where he advocates for consumer protections and an economy that works for everyone. He also serves on the House Science, Space, and Technology Committee, where he has fought for evidence-based policies and forward-thinking approaches to some of our country's most pressing issues, including climate change and energy innovation. He is a champion for sustained federal funding for scientific research and serves as the chairman of the Science Committee's Investigations and Oversight Subcommittee, which is empowered to investigate and oversee federal scientific research. Ladies and gentlemen, Congressman Bill Foster.
Well, thank you, everyone. It is truly an honor to be invited to be here. I'd like to thank the Obama Legacy, Home Depot, and everyone involved with bringing us together as a community on this Memorial Day, and to ensure that this beautiful gardens like this will serve as dedications to local soldiers who've died in the service of our nation, and to our Gold Star families who've suffered great losses because their loved ones bravely served our nation. I'm also glad to see so many people here today showing gratitude for those among us who have served or are currently serving. After a year of being apart, it's of utmost importance that we begin to venture back out into the world, to begin to remember the power of community, and that's especially true on Memorial Day, as we join our fellow Americans to pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, to remember those who have served our country around the world in the name of freedom and democracy, and to honor the families and communities they left behind. Every day that our country is safe and our children breathe free is a day that exists because our service members and veterans made that possible. You know, our country should never go to war for insufficient reasons. When we should never go to war over pride or arrogance or all the bad reasons that countries sometimes go to war. And when we sense an affront, we should turn the other cheek again and again and again. But sometimes there will be wars that we cannot turn away from. And when that happens, there is a debt that we can never repay to those who have given the ultimate sacrifice and their families. So to the Hotchkin family, as we gather to honor and memorialize Gunnar Hotchkin, a patriot, a soldier, a loving father, son, grandson, and husband who gave his life for his country, know that you are surrounded by a loving community who misses him as well. Gunnar Hotchkin paid the ultimate price in defense of our nation and the freedoms that allow all of us to pursue our dreams here at home. None of what we have would have been possible without the sacrifices of brave men and women like Gunnar. You know, history has taught us that whenever a disaster strikes, the world looks to the United States to lead. And the reason they look to America is simple. They know that the men and women who wear our nation's uniform are extraordinary people who have continually risen to meet the challenges of our time. Our soldiers come from all over the country, they show great bravery, and they travel very far from home and into the face of danger and adversity so that they can protect the people and the country that they love. Their service and their sacrifice will never be forgotten, and this garden will grow, flourish, and be cared for by this project as a testament to that. So on behalf of the people of the 11th Congressional District of Illinois, thank you. We are forever grateful.
Hello, everyone. I'm Senator Dick Durbin. Thank you to the Obama Legacy Initiative for holding this service today and giving me an opportunity to say a few words. The Obama Legacy Initiative has done so many important things for families all across America during one of the worst economic crises we've ever lived through. I want to thank them personally for all of their efforts. And while we have brighter days to look forward to, today we remember the sacrifices of brave men and women who served this country honorably and paid the ultimate sacrifice. Since 2001, nearly 2.8 million Americans have been deployed in Afghanistan and Iraq, many of them more than once. Nearly 7,000 of our fellow Americans never made it home. One of those Americans was Private First Class Gunnar Hotchkin from Naperville. He was a father of three, a loving husband, brother, and son. Like so many others, Gunnar served his country bravely in Afghanistan until his life was tragically cut short in 2010 by an IED. Over the past 20 years, too many families have lost something that can never be replaced. But this Memorial Day, when thousands of American families are missing someone at their dinner tables, we all must remember those we owe our safety and security to, as well as their loving families. Thanks for letting me say a few words today to honor the memory of these brave souls who made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of freedom. I'll continue to work in Congress on our shared responsibility today and every day in support of their lives.
Congressman Sean Casten represents Illinois' 6th Congressional District, located in Chicago's western suburbs. He is serving in the 117th Congress. Sean is committed to fighting to build a brighter, more sustainable future. Since taking office in 2019, he has introduced and co-sponsored legislation in support of clean energy, women's rights, protection for seniors, and universal health care, among other critically important issues. He currently serves on the House Financial Services Committee, the Science, Space, and Technology Committee, the Select Climate Crisis Committee, and is a co-chair on the New Dems Climate Change Task Force. Ladies and gentlemen, Congressman Sean Casten.
Thank you all so much. Thank you to Home Depot, to the Obama Legacy Initiative. Fred, I know you had a big role in this, and thank you for all that. And thank you to the Hotchkin family for all that Gunnar gave for our country and all that you continue to give to our community. You know, it strikes me that Memorial Day is a day more than any other in the calendar, that it forces us to think about what it means to be a patriotic American. July 4th is easy patriotism. But Memorial Day has its roots in the Civil War, when we were fighting about what it means to be an American. And we were fighting afterwards with how we were going to define that sacrifice. And we now sit there, even in the present moment, as recently as January 6th, asking, what does it mean to be an American? In a democracy, is it more important that our government reflects the will of the people? Or is it more important that the people put their own self-interest below the interests of the nation writ large? And I would submit to you that first selfish patriotism is easy. It's the sacrificial patriotism that's hard. And we're here today honoring an individual, a family, and everybody who made that ultimate individual sacrifice for our collective decency, who always put the unum before the pluribus, who put we before I, who put the good of the nation over their own self-interest, who sacrificed everything individually for all of us who are here right now. So thank you. My words aren't going to add much to this, but I will leave with one of our most patriotic Illinoisans who put it better than I can. That it is for us, the living, to be dedicated to the unfinished work for which they who fought so nobly advanced. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Congresswoman Lauren Underwood, and I am honored to represent the people of the 14th District of Illinois in the U.S. House of Representatives. I would like to extend my deepest thanks to the Obama Legacy Initiative and the sponsoring organizations for hosting this memorial and inviting me to join you today. Although I wish we could be together in person, I'm humbled and honored to join you on Memorial Day to honor Army Private First Class Gunnar Hotchkin, his family, and all of our nation's heroes. On Memorial Day, our nation pays tribute to patriots who gave their last full measure of devotion for our country. Their love for our country, manifested in selfless service, is forever worthy of our deepest respect and profound gratitude. Army Private First Class Gunnar Hotchkin was one such hero. Private First Class Hotchkin lost his life in service of our country. It's a sacrifice that we can never fully repay, and one that we should honor not just today, but every day. Private First Class Hotchkin was a patriot, but he was also a husband, a father, a son, and a brother. Gold Star families know the immeasurable cost of fighting for the freedoms that we cherish. Today we honor Army Private First Class Gunnar Hotchkin. We honor his wife, Erin, and their 3 children, Taylor, Ethan, and Tristan. We honor his parents, Randy and Christine, and his brother, Kurt. We honor their sacrifice and stand with all of our service members, military families, Gold Star families, as they stood for us. Today, we reaffirm our promise to care for those left behind, to uphold the ideals for which the fallen gave their lives, and to carry with us their legacy as we work towards a better future. Thank you again for the opportunity to join you today. I look forward to being together again in person, but until then, please take good care of yourselves and each other.
Hi, Chris. This is Sean Tenner. I'm the co-founder of the Obama Legacy Initiative, and I just want to let you know how much your work in the community has meant to all of us. From your work with the Assistance League, with Gold Star Mothers, with Operation Support Our Troops, and all the work you've done in local politics and advocacy. You're a true inspiration to everybody, and it's important for us to let you know how much we respect and we honor your son.
Next, we'll be hearing from our Obama Legacy Initiative intern ambassadors. Noor Chawla is a Neuqua Valley High School graduate of the class of 2018. She is a junior at the University of Illinois, where she is on the pre-law track, majoring in global studies and minoring in statistics. Drusha Musham is a Matea Valley High School graduate of the class of 2021. She will be attending the Kelley School of Business at Indiana University, where she plans to study supply chain management and minor in architecture. We will then have a brief musical interlude by the Brass String Chamber Ensemble.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for coming. It's great to see everybody here today. My name is Noor, and I've been working with the Obama Legacy Initiative since I was in high school the summer before I graduated, and now I'll be a rising senior in college this fall. Now I feel very fortunate to be able to continue the important work of OLI that I've been doing for the past couple of years, such as gathering here in remembrance of Private First Class Hotchkin with this great organization as an ambassador. It's been amazing to see OLI's growth over the past couple of years, from a small local group working on issues in our area to hosting large-scale events like this one here today, in honor of heroes who are the inspiration and the motivation behind our work. It's amazing that we have expanded not only to work on local but state and national causes, and are able to collaborate with state and national representatives, some of whom are joining us here today. I am very grateful to everyone who supported the work of OLI in honoring the Hotchkin family, and I hope we can continue to work with all of you in the future. With the hard work of the other interns, the future ambassadors, the board, and everyone else who's a part of OLI, I know our organization is in great hands and will be serving the community for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Noor. My name is Drusha Musham, and I'm one of the co-chair of interns for the Obama Legacy Initiative intern program this year. As a part of my role, I plan events, delegate work, decide what happens when, and who does what. A few months ago, Mr. Greenwood told me about the Gold Star event and invited me to join the planning team to make this memorial possible. Each week, the team members would meet on Zoom calls, make schedules, distribute the work, and keep ourselves busy. At one point, I was just working off of a to-do list. The closer today got, the farther the list extended. One day, I was sorting through some videos sent in by community members by reviewing supportive messages written for the Hotchkin family. I read every line and listened to every single word. People were listening. People were respecting. People were honoring. And more importantly, people were remembering. Something clicked. Planning this event no longer seemed like a task. Planning this event turned out to be a privilege to honor something bigger than myself. After listening to all these wonderful speakers here today, I now realize what clicked. Service. I joined OLI in hopes of doing everything in my power to serve the community and make sure not a single person goes hungry. The idea of helping someone beyond yourself with no obligations for the mere justification of service is a beautiful bond that humanity itself functions on. When one human being has made the ultimate sacrifice of life to ensure the protection of another, they do not die in vain. They deserve to live on vicariously through our blessed comfort, privilege of peace, hope of healing, and sanctioned strength. As a 17-year-old teenager, I can only indirectly understand how our armed forces have fought to bring about the safety of this generation. So I would like to take the time on this Memorial Day to thank our soldiers, like Gunnar Hotchkin himself, who has fought to bring about safety of all future generations. When Hotchkin chose to serve the military, he chose valiance and courage, but so did his family. He inadvertently extended the responsibility of enduring another absence of another fallen soldier onto another Gold Star family. However, you are not alone, Mrs. Hotchkin. As a community, we promise to share the loss with you. We promise to share the pain with you and share the grief with you, all while celebrating his life with you, honoring his service with you, and celebrating his legacy for you. I will remember, and I hope that together we will all remember. Thank you.
Fred Greenwood has brought youth together within his community, helping them navigate challenges and celebrate personal achievements as a scoutmaster, basketball, baseball, and football coach. He founded Firefly Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that has taught fire safety basics to over 500,000 preschool children. He has a passion for cooking and started his own catering business that he ran for 14 years. Inspired by Michelle Obama, he co-founded the Obama Legacy Initiative, a nonprofit with the mission to create sustainable solutions that eliminate food insecurity in our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the president of the Obama Legacy Initiative, Fred Greenwood.
Thank you. You've all heard my name by now. I am Fred Greenwood. I'm president and co-founder of the Obama Legacy Initiative. And on behalf of Home Depot and the Obama Legacy Initiative interns, thank you for joining us. This memorial dedication to the Gunnar R. Hotchkin family is something that we could never have imagined without your help and support. In recognition of Private First Class Gunnar R. Hotchkin, the ultimate sacrifice for this nation that he made, may we present the Hotchkin family with this raised garden bed and beautiful plants and dwarf cherry tree, which you do not see here, which will be placed in it once the bed is located in her backyard. We hope that that provides a lot of Bing cherries. The beautiful mural painted on this was painted by a local renowned artist. His name is Rich Lowe, and complements the paintings on the side, which are cherry blossoms. The gold star design was created by retired teachers, Judy McLeod and Nancy Turner, and completed with assistance with the support from the DuPage Art League. We hope to see these all over. May this living memorial reassure his family and all who are here that we will remember. Thank you, everyone, for your attendance and support for this memorial dedication. Thank you.
So, in fact, Julie and I have known each other since my son Gunnar, who is our fallen hero. He used to play with Julia's daughter when we were working on stuff together.
You'd be running around, right?
Yeah,
They're
they'd
just
be
about
running
the
around in
same
the
age.
yard. And remember one time Marilyn comes in and like, who is that kid? Marilyn's daughter comes in. Like, apparently, she didn't approve of whatever he was doing. So.
Sounds like your son.
They were like what, 4 years older?
Yeah, if that.
Yeah. So we want to thank everyone who's watching and who supports our wonderful Gold Star families in DuPage County. They always appreciate it very much. We have some wonderful families here in DuPage County. I want to thank my friends for being here and having a nice conversation on my deck. Anybody else?
Well, thank you for having us. And again, I would like to echo her thanks for people supporting the Gold Star families.
Absolutely.
Ms. Hotchkin, would you like to come up?
Wow, this is amazing. Thank you so much to the Obama Legacy Initiative for honoring my son Gunnar with this beautiful garden bed. The Gold Star symbol, I'm wearing my pin today. I believe that the purple in the Gold Star pin reflects the Purple Heart. And the Gold Star, of course, reflects the Gold Star, as was explained earlier. Thank you so much, Fred, and all those who work with the Obama Legacy Initiative to create these beds, for your important work to eradicate food insecurity. What a great way to honor the legacy of a great president. Thank you all for being here today, and for those who are watching the video, for taking the time out of your holiday to be with us today. I am Chris Hotchkin, and I am a Gold Star mother of PFC Gunnar Hotchkin, who, as you heard, was killed in June of 2010 during a firefight with insurgents. His vehicle on which he was the gunner pulled forward to provide covering fire, and they hit an IED. Prior to joining the Army, Gunnar lived in Naperville, and he still lives there with his wife, Erin, and 3 children, Taylor, Ethan, and Tristan, whom I really wish were here today, but you know how it is with teenagers. I am a Gold Star mother. I am the president of our local chapter of American Gold Star Mothers, a venerable organization founded in 1928 to provide fellowship among Gold Star mothers As we strive to keep alive the memory of our fallen sons and daughters by working to help veterans, those currently serving, and our communities. And thank you, by the way, to Home Depot for all that you do to help veterans. It is our custom to wear white, but I also put on some blue in honor of President Obama. But this day, Memorial Day, is not really about me or other Gold Star moms. It's not about Gunnar's dad, Randy, Gunnar's brother, Kurt. It's not about Aaron and Taylor and Tristan, or even Gunnar's older son, Ethan, who is right now beginning Army basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia. And as a proud grandmother, I just snuck that in. Memorial Day is not about those who are serving in the military right now, although we certainly appreciate and honor their service. It's not about the veterans who are here with us today, although we certainly honor their service. Today, Memorial Day is simply about Gunnar. It's about Joe, Dale, Aaron, other guys, Gunnar's battle buddies who were also killed in Afghanistan in 2010. It's about Andrew and Connor, Jacob and Josh, Blake, Albert, Sam, and Henry, all sons of Gold Star mothers that I know and have the pleasure to work with. It is so important to us when their names are said. If I said all the names of those who have given their lives since 2001, we would be here all night. We would be here till tomorrow morning. I know because I've been at such events. Their names are all on a wall about an hour south of here in Marseilles, Illinois. It's called the Mideast Conflicts Memorial Wall. And if you ever want to take a very nice drive on Memorial Day or any day, I suggest that you drive down there. Visit the wall and you will see 10 panels of almost 8,000 names arrayed along the river. Remembering their names, saying their names, is so important to Gold Star families and to all Americans. And that's why, as Gunnar's mom, speaking for his family, for everyone who loves Gunnar, we want to thank you so much for what you have done here today. It is no small thing that you do to remember a fallen soldier. It is a very big and important thing. And we love that the Obama Legacy Initiative honors Gunnar with a garden box for growing things, a legacy of life. Thank you all so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'd like to take a moment to thank the following people and groups who helped make this event possible: NCTV and CEO Liz Spencer, Mayor Gina Cunningham in the Village of Woodridge, the Woodridge VFW Post 1578, the Brass String Chamber Ensemble, Woodridge Chief of Police Brian Cunningham on the bagpipes, Tyler Films, Chawla and Associates, ComEd, and the entire Obama Legacy Initiative family. Thank you again for joining us today to honor and remember Gunnar and the men and women who have sacrificed their lives for our freedom. We will now retire the colors.